All right, so we're gonna come onto our feet, standing up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders out. Just start to open up your chest. Really breathe in. Breathe out the nose. Inhale, sky lengthening. Exhale, arms out wide. Bring your hands to your hips. Start to bring your feet a little bit wider so they're about shoulder distance. Engage your core. So drop your shoulders, find an active belly button, and you're just going to draw little circles here. And we're just going to start to wake up your spine. Keep your core engaged. So really start to pay attention to the abdominal region and ultimately start to support that thoracic cavity. And just draw some circles here. Flat back, hips around, flat back, hips around. And then let's reverse. That core stays engaged. And then remember, inhale. Move and be with your breath. Let's do 3 more. For 2. Active core. The circle can be as big or as small, whatever expression. And then exhale, come back to center, roll on up. Now you're going to bring your heels in and your toes out. Play around with a neutral spine. A lot of times when we're starting to have low back tension, right, there can be a posterior tilt happening, right, where we can be arching. So start to notice a neutral spine. Maybe bring one hand to the low abdomen, one hand to your low back. Do you feel a tilt? Is there an anterior tilt? Or do you feel yourself pressing your hips forward, posterior tilt? I tend to stand like this when I'm not thinking about it. And then when I catch myself, I find a nice neutral spine. So I want you to start to explore that in your body's posture as a continued practice. Starting to notice when you're not having a neutral back and to engage your core and start to find that neutral spine. Our heels are in, our toes are out. Let's start to squat down the center. Exhale, not holding on to the breath. Inhale, come back up. One more. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, stand up, toes forward. Start to bring your feet close, hip distance, so about 2 fists. And then inhale, reach up to the sky. We're going to start to play with some flexion in your spine, just gentle reach to the right. So not too much, maybe about 70% of your stretch. So not going into 100% capacity here, 70%. Soften for 3. Inhale up, lengthening, creating space between each vertebra. Reach up, exhale, opposite side, only 70%. Just very subtle flexion here. Inviting some space into the middle region. Inhale up, lengthening, creating space in the spine. Cactus your elbows. If you absolutely would prefer, you can bring your hands to your low back. Gentle, maybe 30% back bend. So subtle. Lift out of your rib cage. Lift out of the belly button. Chest to sky. Up and out of the hips. And then let's inhale up. Bring your hands down towards your knees. Keep your core engaged and then just pedal it out right and left. Just finding a flat back, shoulders are back, proud chest, and a nice strong active core for 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Roll on up. Exhale. Maybe you use the armrest of that chair just because the back is feeling some tension and stress. Sometimes it's nice to have some extra support, or maybe you can go off by the desk area. So just find something that you can use as a support system. And you're going to bring your right foot inside and below your knee. So just starting to open up the hips. Maybe your toe is on the ground like a kickstand. And just opening up the hips here for 3. Not countering and dipping into that hip of the rooted leg. So again, really lengthening up and out of the pelvis. And then drop that foot down gently. And then rotate and switch sides. Nice tall posture, supported leg, a neutral spine. And then opposite foot below your knee. Start to create some space in the pelvis. As you drive that knee back, open up your hips. Stand up nice and tall. Create some length in your spine. For 3. Inhale, knee forward. Exhale, reset. And just start to bring your hands to your low back. Your fingers come down. You bow tie your elbows in. And just take a gentle back bend. Lift your heart up. Lift up and out of the rib cage. Stretch through the abdominals. 3 breaths. Remain soft in the posture, soft in the face. And then inhale, forward fold, hug your legs. Chin to chest, look past your feet. Inhale, roll up to the sky, chin last. Exhale out the mouth, shoulders drop. We're going to practice a standing cobra. So bring your elbows into your rib cage, your hands in front of your shoulders, and you're just going to lift up and out of your rib cage, proud chest, open up in the rib cage, draw, squeeze your elbows in, standing cobra, lengthen through your hands and fingers. And then inhale, reach up, round. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe you reach for your quads or your shin. For 3. Inhale, roll on up. Big exhale. How are you feeling? Thumbs up, thumbs down. All right. So. All right, so we're going to do one more stretch here. Just come out nice and wide. As long as there's no numbness, no tingling, no ouch, right? And you're holding the breath and you can't breathe. There's a strong, sharp sensation. Temporary discomfort, tension, that's the green zone. The second that you can't breathe or you're resisting it, right? Let's start to open up. Let's bring your hands on your hips. Just start to engage the core. Keep your hamstrings active. So you're actually working more through your legs here. So you're not using your back, you're using your legs. You know, a lot of times if we're picking up things, doing a lot of lifting, right? Are we using our legs or are we using our back? Keep your core engaged here though, so that you can support your back. And then inhale up. Exhale, let's just draw even a bigger circle for 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse for 3, 2, 1 more. And then step your feet on up nice and slowly. And just shake your hips and shoulders out. So this is a really great way just to start to bring more circulation, more fluids literally throughout the body and the tissues and the joints, as well as some fluid movement. So let's just start to tap here. Tap your hips. Tap your hips. Just starting to wake up these parts of the body, letting some fresh blood flow, some circulation, some stimulation come into these areas to open up the energetic channels, open up the physical channel. And we can tend to store a lot of emotions and tension and stress at the hips. So just tap it off, shake it off for 3, 2, 1 more. Come back to center. We're going to close with a breath of joy. So we're going to do this 3 times. We inhale. 1 more. Inhale up. Big exhale. Take a moment, gauge, check in with your body, notice how you're feeling, pain level, level of openness, what wants to be acknowledged, tension, maybe you feel some ease or something else.